We all have our favorite iconic movie scenes, moments that either make us laugh out loud until it hurts, scream in horror, push us to the edge of our seats with adrenaline flowing, or cry tears of joy or reflection as we experience true catharsis. The following list is not a top 10. If you guys have some more iconic scenes, please do comment down. The leg cross. You won't get through a montage of famous movie scenes without the visual of Rocky running up the stairs of the Philadelphia Art Museum. The moment was the culmination of the equally iconic scene of the Rocky training montage, accompanied by the music of Bill Conti. In the story, Rocky tried to run up these stairs early on in his training. He failed. But during the final training montage, he accomplished the feat, showing the audience that he was finally ready to take on Apollo Creed. The Dark Knight, 2008, when Christopher Nolan took the Batman film franchise in a more gritty and grounded direction, he also created some of the most intense moments in the Caped Crusaders' history. Exhibit A, The Dark Knight's infamous interrogation scene. When Bruce Wayne's childhood friend, Rachel Dawes, and District Attorney, Harvey Dent, are snatched by the Joker's men, Batman confronts the sadistic clown in a Gotham PD interrogation room. Joker goads Batman at first, but it isn't long before Bats goes off on the deranged criminal with a brutal assault. It's an epically shocking and visceral scene in a movie full of them. The Ten Commandments, 1956. It's one thing to read about an epic occurrence, but it's another to actually see it. Let's just say 1956's biblical classic, The Ten Commandments, didn't skimp on the dazzling visuals. Telling the story of Moses, the film depicts the prophet's true Hebrew heritage and godly mission. The scene that's most remembered, of course, is the parting of the Red Sea. With a raise of his hands and a call to the heavens, Moses splits the sea in two. Perhaps just as epic, however, is how it was achieved. The filmmakers used large tanks filled with water and gelatin for consistency, only to have the flood footage shown in reverse. Simply divine. King Kong, 1933. What do you get when you cross a famous landmark with a mammoth gorilla? Why, one heck of an iconic movie moment, of course. In 1933's King Kong, audiences were treated to an epic adventure like none before. After a film crew captures a giant gorilla-like monster and takes him to New York City to be exhibited, the titular beast escapes. Climbing the now-famed Empire State Building, Kong swats away an onslaught of attacking airplanes. But, with the gunfire proving too much, the creature plummets from the skyscraper. Seeing as how he only scaled the building to protect his beloved Anne. However, this would ultimately be a case where beauty killed the beast. Into the Spider-Verse won the 2019 Golden Globe Award for Best Animated Picture, and it's not hard to see why. The animation style is unlike any other movie that's come before it, cartoon or otherwise. It's one of the most visually stunning and instantly unforgettable famous movie scenes out there. Planet of the Apes, 1968, another iconic staple that has stood the test of time. This is one of the greatest twists in the history of cinema, brilliantly developed for the screen by one of Hollywood's greatest writers, Rod Serling. Throughout the whole film, we believe that we are on a planet of, well, apes, in a world where apes advanced further than humankind. The roles have been flipped. Humans are the mute ones living in the jungle, while apes represent the superior race. That alone was a grand enough concept to carry a whole film, until our protagonist ventures off in search of the truth, only to realize a terrible revelation. The Matrix, 1999. Sometimes a movie moment is so epic, it influences the entire film industry. Well, The Matrix features many such instances, but it was the Wachowskis' ability to showcase the apparent bending of time and space that left the biggest mark. And while not the first to use the technique, they surely popularized it. In its most infamous occurrence, we see Keanu Reeves' Neo face down a barrage of bullets from Agent Smith upon a building rooftop. Here, our hero turns away from the projectile's trajectory, effortlessly dodging it, all while bending his body with impressive form. Equally impressive is Neo's ability to stop bullets. No wonder he's the chosen one. Avengers Endgame, 2019. More than just a movie, Avengers Endgame served as a momentous cultural moment. Not only did it satisfy fans by paying off the many MCU films that preceded it, but in the process, delivered a finale for the ages. However, nothing was to top the sheer awesomeness that was to come in this follow-up. For starters, Captain America did the unthinkable by wielding the mighty Mjolnir. But when the portals opened and the snapped heroes returned, there was nothing we could do but cheer, in between wiping away tears of joy, of course. In the greatest romantic epic of all time, James Cameron showcased visual masterstrokes by recreating the experience of being on the doomed Titanic. The moment of seeing the ship in the film for the first time was presented as a thrill, as we experienced the emotions that Jack Dawson likely had laying eyes upon the grandeur of the USS Titanic setting off to sea for the first time, building to the moment where Jack puts up his arms in triumph and exclaims, "Well, watch for yourself." Star Wars Episode 5 The Empire Strikes Back 1980 movie reveals don't get more epic than this one. And yes, while the Star Wars franchise has delivered many other impactful movie moments, look no further than Luke's edge-of-your-seat trench run in A New Hope. There's something to be said for a groundbreaking plot twist. Following the heavily anticipated lightsaber duel between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, The Empire Strikes Back, the evil Dark Lord lets fly a rather startling revelation, shocking not only Luke, but audiences alike. Just imagine how many times this scene was recreated in schoolyards and living rooms over the years. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment your favorite iconic moments.